Well, I've calmed down a bit now and had a cup of tea. That was a bit of an unexpected turn of events. I got pulled over by a policeman, or two of them actually, in a Volvo. You sort of panic, don't you, every time that happens? I don't know if it's happened to you, but basically, yeah, I got pulled over, and it was for, because I couldn't work out what it was for, and it was no insurance. I got pulled over for no insurance. So what had happened is they'd gone past me the other way, and their ANPR unit on the, sorry, noisy wipers, their ANPR unit on the back of their Volvo had flagged my number plate as being uninsured. So they must have followed me for ages, because I remember seeing them go in the opposite direction. Anyway, so they come up behind me. I actually was looking for a lake to go and take a good photo of the car for social media. I turned off to go find this lake, and they followed me. And I thought, oh, flipping heck, I'm going to be in trouble here. And sure enough, he puts the lights on, and I'm like, what have I done? Like, what's this all about? So he does the whole, like, give us your key, turn the car off, and it's nerve-wracking. Everything goes through your head. Anyway, he says, oh, well, we've checked the database and the car's come up as uninsured. And I was like, well, that can't technically be possible, because I know full well this car is insured. You don't drive without insurance. So I made a phone call to a friend, Ian, and he confirmed everything with them, emailed everything over to me, and the car is insured. It was insured the whole time. So there we go. Pulled for no insurance when I had proper insurance in place. But scary all the same. Heart rate was up, most definitely, and then I went and got a cup of tea. That's when I posted the photo of me with the police car whilst I was having a cup of tea, trying to calm down. So annoyingly though, the car has now been identified, and Lee now knows what I'm driving, because I scrubbed the picture out on my phone and I didn't scrub out enough of the car. It's fine, it's all right. He's still a couple of hours behind me. I've got 3 hours to go to get to John O'Groats. Looking for somewhere to stop for food on the way, and then we're going to work out what time we need to kick off tomorrow. But we've just had a chat on the phone then about how and when he's going to be able to charge, because it only really works if we start at John O'Groats fully charged. That means this car full to the brim and his car showing 100%. But if we get to John O'Groats and the charger doesn't work, then we can't do that, which kind of is the whole point of them. You know, if we can't even get the EV to John O'Groats, then the challenge is over and the diesel car's won by default, hasn't it? But there we go. No, the car has not been seized. Many people have worked out what car it is, so I'm going to post this video on Facebook. Losing daylight now. I haven't actually filmed all that much footage today, so yeah, excited really for the day. I did a video with, I might as well put this one on YouTube now, hadn't I? All right, welcome. There you go, a 3.5 minute introduction. We are 513 miles into the journey. Yes, it is a BMW 3 Series. It is a 320 diesel with a 6-speed manual box. I won't reveal the full specification yet. I'll do that in a bigger video. But if you know these cars, then you'll know that a 320D is about as good as you can get for economy and drivability. So it ticked all the boxes as to what I needed to buy last night. It's got some other lovely toys on it as well, which I'll show you in another video. But yeah, 320D. So my fuel economy, go on then, I might as well tell you. Over 514 miles, I've averaged 60.1 miles to the gallon. And Lee knows that now as well, because now that he knows that I'm in a 320 diesel, he knows. So sort of ruined the surprise a little bit, but you haven't seen the car in all of its glory yet. But yeah, there we go. Pulled over by the police for no insurance, 3 hours from John O'Groats. But that was interesting. The police use Volvos. Apparently they quite like the Volvo, so that was good to chat. Earlier on I did an interview with Richard Vobes, so that will be on Richard's channel tomorrow, talking about the Luton Airport fire, the Fremantle Highway fire, and ULEZ, and a sort of general chat about what's going on in the world of cars. So yeah, that'll be on YouTube tomorrow. And what else is going on? I got some new slippers, which is really funny. My wife, bless her, because I was doing this big trip, she wanted to buy me a really nice pair of slippers to drive in. And she likes to, I'm not going to say she likes the finer things in life, because that's the wrong thing to say. She likes to heavily research things to make sure she's buying stuff that is like ethical and good and like high quality. So she finds these slippers for me online in the week, and she orders them, and it's a £70 pair of slippers that's reduced to half price. And I'm like, that's okay, because if I go to Marks and Spencer's, a pair of slippers is 35 quid. So she buys these slippers, and they arrive, and oh my gosh, they're like the nicest thing in the world, but they're slightly too small, and I'm gutted because it means I won't have them for my drive. So I say to her, you know, I'm really sorry, but they're too small. So she says, I'm going to send you back and get the correct size. I'm driving along the A9, and the place that she bought the slippers from is there. And it's like a big, posh, expensive, outdoor, country, tweed jacket, flat cap. You know, it's just that sort of place. It's like Gloucester Services on steroids. And people from Birmingham don't really belong in places like that. I was a little bit out of my comfort zone. Everything in the shop's 300 quid. But I did manage, after a lot of running around, to find the very same slippers, most importantly, at the very same price. So I've got some lovely driving slippers for tomorrow's epic adventure, bought from Scotland, which is hilarious, because if I'd known, well, I probably could have researched it, and I would have known that I was about to drive past the same place where the slippers were from. I could have bought the other pair back instead of wasting, you know, £5 posting them with Royal Mail. But there you go. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. So Lee's 2 hours behind me. He's got some traffic and roadworks to deal with. I'm now in average speed limit sections. My car is now showing as insured on the motor insurance database. I'm reassured by my insurer.
In 10 miles, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto the A9.
I will. So I'm reassured that the car is actually fully insured, and we are all good to go. But nerve-wracking all the same. Yeah, car is performing beautifully, considering it was bought on Facebook Marketplace the night before last and then driven straight up to Northumberland. 60.1 miles to the gallon, and a tank range of, according to this, 840 miles to a tank. But yesterday, before all of the traffic and sitting behind an EV that was on a lorry and all the crashes, I at one point yesterday saw a predictive range of more than 900 miles. So yeah, it's very much all still to play for. But if Lee can charge at cheap Ionity chargers, he may be in with a shot, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Right, that's it. Losing daylight now. That was exciting. I haven't really been pulled over by the police before, except for that one time, but I'll tell you about that in another video. Thanks very much for watching. It's all kicking off tomorrow morning. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. This is really funny. I was driving along yesterday. I'd done 250 miles, and then I get to some roadworks, and I stop, and the car cuts out. It's dead. It's completely dead. And I'm used to cars from the 90s. This one's from 2008. And I'm panicking, thinking, that's it, I've done 250 miles and the game's up, the car's dead. Of course, it's got stop-start technology on it, hasn't it? So I put my foot on the clutch, and the engine starts again. And I lolled. I laughed out loud at myself, and I thought, Jeff, you idiot. This car's from 2008. This is the future. Everything I drive is way older than this. So this is a bit of a treat for me, really. Right, more on this car in another video. Thanks for watching this slightly impromptu update.